How's it going, everybody? My name is Braden Jenkins, and I'm going to be presenting on the country of Iceland. So just an overview of the country. Iceland is an island located near the Nordic states of Europe. It is situated at the confluence of the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. The country has a population of 320,000 people, and the main religion there is Christianity. The primary language spoken in Iceland is Icelandic. However, English is pretty much everyone speaks English there as well. The currency that they use is the Icelandic krona, and one Icelandic krona is equal to about 3/4 of a penny. So yeah, 0.0072 US dollars. So for the form of government in Iceland, they have a parliamentary representative democratic republic, which means that they have a president who is the head of state, while the prime minister of Iceland serves as the head of government. And they have a multi-party system, and executive power is exercised by the government. The president's name, which I cannot really pronounce, Johannesson. He was elected in 2016 and re-elected in 2020 with 92% of the votes, which is a pretty high rate. Yeah, so for the economic status and development of Iceland, the HDI value equals 0.938, which is 6 globally, which is very high for 2018. The literacy rate is 99%, and the GDP is 25.88 billion US dollars for 2018. And the GDP per capita is $73,191. So per person, and that's a very high GDP per capita as well. For the imports, mainly it's industrial supplies, and then some capital goods, transport equipment, fuels and lubricants, consumer goods, and then food and beverages, of course. And then for exports, the main material export is aluminum, and then fish products as well. And then the main service exports are tourism-related services. So for the culture, values, and norms of Iceland, they're known for being rich and varied, as well as being known for its literary heritage, which began in the 12th century. Traditional arts that are very popular there include weaving, silversmithing, and wood carving. And then the people of Iceland are very friendly and courteous. It is customary everywhere to thank people for dinner and a favor, or a favor that they've done for you, but Icelanders also like to thank each other for spending time together, which is really cool. So for global business opportunities, they have one major city called Reykjavik, which is their capital, and it houses over 2/3 of the population there. The corruption index, so for 2019, the corruption perceptions index rated Iceland, or ranked them 11th out of 180 countries and territories, and then gave them a score 78 out of 100, which is very good. The stock exchange there, they have the Nasdaq Iceland, which is formerly known as the Iceland Stock Exchange. And then their allies, their closest relations are with the Nordic states, so Sweden or Denmark or Norway, those kind of countries, the Netherlands, and then the European Union and the United States are close allies as well. So for managerial considerations, I gave them an A-. As you can see in this graph right here, Iceland is right in the middle at around 13, and that's for the ease of doing business. So Canada at 19 would be the least easy to do business with, and then Georgia at the bottom would be the most or the easiest. So yeah, Iceland's right in the middle at 13. I think that's a fair assessment, I guess. They're not super difficult to do business with, but they're not the easiest. The reason I gave them an A- is because while the GDP per capita and corruption are low, the price of labor and living are still very high, which could create challenges for businesses. And then also, it is an island that is separated from North America and Europe. it's kind of like right in the middle. So it would be, they'd have to like, I don't know, they're not like connected to, obviously they're not connected to like Europe or North America, so it might be a little bit more difficult for them. So yeah, that's pretty much my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm happy to answer any.